The Phoenix Police Department is investigating an incident that occurred last night just before 9 p.m. in the area of 2500 North 83rd Avenue. A male came here to speak with his estranged wife about their relationship, and they had a discussion just outside of an apartment. At some point during the conversation, the female went back into the apartment, and the male kicked in the door and fired several rounds. The male and the female have a child in common that was inside of the residence with the adult female. Both the adult female and the child were struck and transported to a local hospital where they were later pronounced deceased. The male remained on scene and was detained by the Phoenix Police Department. And I'd like to talk about October being Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The city has an excellent set of resources for somebody who's they themselves the victim of domestic violence, or they believe somebody else might be the victim of domestic violence. We have a website that lists everything from where to get orders of protection to help with legal services, just a ton of resources that can be used to help somebody who's in need, and we encourage them to use that.
And in talking about domestic violence, what do you tell someone that may be in a situation that they're trying to get away from someone or stay away from somebody? What are some of the things that they should be trying to do as far as reaching out for help from the police or an agency or something like that?
And anything that is an emergency should be reported to 911. Ongoing issues that aren't emergent in nature can be reported through our non-emergency, but apart from that, there's resources such as orders of protection, domestic violence hotlines. There's a lot of people in those types of situations feel trapped and feel like there's nothing that can be done to help them. The city resources have a solution to a lot of those issues: housing, legal services, things like that.
Any other kids involved in this that they have together?
Not that I'm aware of.
Was there anyone else in the apartment?
Not that I'm aware of.
Is he making any statements that you can give us to tell us about as far as why this happened? Or, I mean, he turned himself.
Right. He was on scene and detained by police. So early on in the investigation, and they're still trying to develop some of those finer details. Apart from him being in custody right now with our detectives, I don't have any further information.